So one of the things that's been bothering me lately is I haven't spent enough time with Blazor or React, two technologies that a lot of people really like, and I just kind of feel about. Let's talk about it.
Just take it easy, man.
You can't handle the truth. Forget it, Donnie. You're out of your element.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I've spent a lot of time in the last 5 or 10 years talking to different kinds of developers about JavaScript development. Specifically JavaScript development in the browser, though JavaScript development can happen all over the place, as we all know. And I'm kind of passionate about it as a way to sort of break out from the object orientation simpleness that you get with class-based development in Java and C#, as well as some other languages out there. And I realized that I've kind of got myself into a rut, and I think this might be common to a lot of developers. I found the things that I really enjoy, things like Vue and to a lesser extent Angular, as well as all things .NET, I really have dug into pretty deeply. But I find these holes in my knowledge, like Blazor and like React, where I gave it a little nudge. I tried to get it to where it worked and it felt good, and I just didn't like it. And I don't know that that's fair. I wanted to talk about sort of that notion of getting yourself in a comfort position versus stretching out a little more. I'm committed in the new year, here 2022, to spend a lot more time with Blazor just to make sure it's not something that I can recommend. It's always seemed to me to be sort of a way to allow developers to stay in C# instead of sort of opening their wings and trying new things. But at the end of the day, I also think about pragmatism of like, I just need to get a job done. And maybe Blazor and certainly probably React are great tools for doing that. And it doesn't mean you have to learn everything. I certainly don't believe that. But I'm hoping to take a look at my own bias about the languages and the development and the environments that I normally work in and say, maybe I can learn a few things if I just stretch just a little bit more. I think it's kind of been unfair to these technologies that I don't want to look at them. And this is especially true because I think I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I think I've spent time talking to people that say they hate things like Tailwind CSS or that look at TypeScript or other technologies. And this is the thing. You need to get a job done. That's mostly what programming is about. Yes, we can be all philosophical about what the right approach and the perfect approach and the perfection of software and creating fewer bugs or being able to create code that is in fewer type strokes. And all of that is kind of weird to me. I think ultimately at the end of the day, I have to face up to the fact that I have preferences and non-preferences. And those preferences, some of them are about zone of comfort, and some are about things I actually think help me develop better software. And separating those is the hard part. Separating those is the piece that I think I need help with. And so I'm committed in 2022 to going back to some of these other technologies and make sure I've given them enough rope to hang themselves, that I've spent enough time with them to really know whether I like them or I don't like them. And I'd encourage you, my viewers, to go ahead and do the same. Now, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I don't have a Patreon you need to go to. I don't need you to give money to any particular thing. If you watch my Pluralsight courses, awesome. But it would really help me if you would go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. This channel is not monetized, and I don't know whether I'll support monetization once that happens, but just a simple like and certainly the subscribe are going to help me a whole lot, and so I do appreciate that. Until next time, maybe I'll talk about Blazor and what I've learned. We'll see. I'm sure videos will be coming. Thanks for watching.